Hello and welcome to my channel. This is part 2 of getting started with Google Classroom. Google Classroom is a free online collaboration tool. This tool is helpful when it comes to distance learning and online learning. Before we continue, my name is Clive Ndemo and I would like to urge you to subscribe so that you can get more videos like this in the future. So please don't forget to subscribe. In this video, we're going to concentrate on creating assignments and giving it to students, for teachers, and for students, how to access and submit assignments. To help us understand those two areas, we are going to concentrate on the classwork tab in Google Classroom. Please continue watching. In part 1, we learned how to create a classroom and how to add students to the class. We saw two methods you can use to add the students, one using the class code and the other one using an email invitation. So in today's discussion, we're going to talk about how to assign students work. So for teachers, we're going to concentrate on how to assign or create assignments for your students. And for students, you're going to see how you access your assignments from the teachers. We're going to look at both the teacher view and the student view. So our concentration for today will be on the classwork tab. So on the classwork tab, that's where you create and assign work to your students as a teacher. And also as a student, the classwork tab is where you can be able to access your assignments. So we're going to go step by step to see how to create assignments for your students. The very first thing you need to do before starting to create your assignments is to divide your classwork into topics. You could say topic 1, Newton's first law. Click add. That's a topic there. Then you're going to create another topic. Let's say topic 2. Newton second law. Then you add like that. So you see, you can drag this one so that it's on top. That's the first topic. So after creating the topic like that, so the next thing to do is to add material. Material could be anything that's going to help your student understand that topic better. So that could be maybe the objective for the topic, the syllabus, so that the students can be able to see what is expected of them in that topic. There could be notes in PDF, which you want your students to refer to. There could be videos. You could have prepared a playlist of videos in YouTube that you want your students to go through so that they can help the student to understand the topic better. So to create a material, the very first thing you need to do, you click create, then you go to material. So material, you could say Newton's first law slides. So then you click add. You could add from the Google Drive, or you could add a link to a certain website. They're going to read about Newton's laws. You could add a file already in your computer, a PDF or a video, or you could have a playlist of videos already in YouTube that can be attached here so that students can be able to watch those videos. So since I have my document in the Google Drive, I'm going to search from the Google Drive. So from the Google Drive, I'm going to navigate the folder that has my work. So I'll go to my drive, then I'll go to physics slides, then I'll go to form 3 because that's a form 3 topic. Then I have my slides. Once the slides open, I'll take Newton's first law because that's the material that I wanted to add. Then I'll click insert. So you can see the slides have been inserted for Newton's laws of motion. So my students are going to be able to access this as a material. So for a material, I'll choose the class that I want to assign. We created the class physics class last, and that's in part 1. That's a class I want to add the work. So I'm going to click on it. So which students? I want all students in that class to receive the work, like that. Then I'll choose the topic. It was Newton's first law. Then after choosing the topic, so you make sure that you have selected all the students. Then you click post. So you see my material has been posted there. That's the material for Newton's first law. If I want to post another material for Newton's second law, I'll use the same procedure. Go to material. You say this is Newton's second law. Then you add from the Google Drive. That's my drive. The physics slides are there. I go to form 3. Then I choose Newton's second law. Then you can either double click or click insert. So I'm going to assign to all my students in the class. The topic now is Newton's second law. Then you're going to click post. So now you see the materials arrange themselves nicely below each topic. So that's the importance of arranging your work topic wise. It makes it easy for the student to access the work and to know which topic they're tackling at that particular moment. So then that's all about material. So then we come to question. Question, you could be asking your students maybe what they think of the class, their expectation in the class, something like that. So to add a question, you click on question. Then you can ask a question. What do you expect to learn in this topic? So you can use multiple choice to collect answers from your students, or short answer questions. And since this is what the learners are going to say on the expectation of the topic, I could prefer short answer. Then I'll make sure that I've assigned to all students. Then I could say the points. Let me say 5 points. You can assign points, or you can say it's ungraded. So it's ungraded, so, or you can assign some points. You can say I want it by tomorrow, that is on second Friday. Then I click ask. So there's something you note here. It just comes up here, and the reason why it comes up here is because I didn't choose a topic. So if you want to add it to a specific topic within these 2 topics, you'll simply click on the 3 dots, then you click edit. Now you have the question there. Now you go ahead and choose the topic. That's a question under topic 1. Want to know what the students expect to learn in topic 1. So you can click, students can reply to each other in class, or they can edit answers. Then because you're editing, you click save. So now you will see that our question now falls nicely under the topic. That's Newton's first law. That's how you can ask a question. So the next thing is assignment. So how to create an assignment. So to create an assignment, you'll click on assignment, and the assignment could be called quiz 1. So then after giving a title, it's quiz 1, I'll click add. So I'm going to add an already prepared assignment from the Google Drive. So I'll click on assignment 1, then I click insert. So this assignment 1, we can be able to preview it, and it's simply Google Doc that I've prepared asking my students several questions. So the first question I've asked them is to state Newton's law. The second one is what is inertia, and the last one is to explain which one has a bigger momentum between a small car and a truck, hence state the factors affecting momentum. So that's the example of the assignment that I've attached here. So I have several options here. Students can view the file. Yes, of course, the students have to view the file. I have several other options. Students can edit the file. That enables the students to edit that single file, or you can make a copy for each student. Since you're going to collect information from all the students, it's preferable that you make a copy for each student, because if you say students can edit the file, each student is going to try to put their answer in that small space, and it's going to come out jumbled up, and you cannot be able to track which student was doing what. So to make it more organized and easier for you to mark, you're going to make a copy for each student. So each student is going to receive a copy of assignment 1, and they're going to answer the questions in that assignment. So you're going to look at the student view to see how the student receives the work. So once you attach, you are going to make sure that you assign to all students, you assign to your class. Then you can say the points here are, let me say 10 points. When is it due? I want it to be due in the next 2 days. That the topic is what? It's Newton's first law. So you have already arranged it nicely. So now you can assign, or you can schedule it for tomorrow. So you can assign, schedule, save, and draft. But now, since I want to assign this work to the students, I'll click on the assign button. After posting all the assignments to the students and posting the relevant materials, now let us switch and see what the student is seeing. When you open student view, this is what the student sees. So you can see there's quiz 1, there's the question that you asked, the expectation of the learner at the end of the topic, then the material that we posted that was in form of slides on Newton's first law. So now the student is going straight away to open the material so that they can be able to see the content they're supposed to read about, and in this case it's in form of slides. So they're going to go through the slide deck, then maybe go and answer the question. So you can see the work is in view only. The students cannot edit these slides. After the students has gone through the slides, now they can close the slides and go to the question. So you can see the question is assigned. This is the student view. Now the work is assigned to them. So they can click on view question. Then after clicking on the view question, we had given it a short answer. So the student is going to give a short answer there. So the student is going to say, I expect to learn the importance of using seat belts in a moving car. So that's the expectation. So you're going to turn in. The student is going to turn in. So after clicking turn in, you confirm that you're turning in the work, and as you wait, the work is now turned in. You can see the work is turned in. So after turning it in, now you can see your classmates' answers. If you want to see what your classmates have answered, you can be able to look at it. After finishing the question and turning it in, now the students can go back to quiz 1. So they're going to view the assignment, by double clicking that Google Doc. So once the doc opens, the student is supposed to answer question 1, which is states Newton's law of motion. Let's assume now the student says that a body in motion or at rest resists change in motion. That's not the correct answer, but you're assuming that's what the student has written. So what is inertia? It is the tendency of a body to resist change in motion. So which one has a bigger momentum? A track, because it has a bigger mass. Factors affecting the mass and velocity. So assuming the learner has done that, has finished, so since the document automatically saves itself, so you're going to close here. Then when you view the assignments here, now you're going to mark as done. So this way you're going to click after finishing your assignment. So if you look at your assignment, you see it's properly filled. Question 1, 2, 3, the answers are there. So you close that, then you click mark as done. So you are done with the assignment. So now you see you've done the quiz 1, you have answered the question, and you've gone through the material that you were given. So everything is done by the student. Now let's go back to the teacher view and see how the teacher receives the work, how the work looks like when the teacher now when the student has turned in their work, as a teacher you'll come here and look at marks. When you look at marks, you're going to see the works that you assigned and they have not been marked. So this one was out of 5 and this one was out of 10. So you're going to click here, that's for the question. Then when you click there, you're going to look at what the learner wrote. If it's what is the expected outcome, as in the expectation that you expected them to write, then you're going to award the marks depending on what they wrote. For example, I could say now my learner scored 3 out of 5, so I'm going to put a mark there. I'm going to award them 3. So after I award them 3, you see the return button becomes active, so I'll click return. So I can leave a comment. I say good, then I say return. After finishing marking the question, now you see it's recorded as marked. So we go back so that we can mark the quiz now. So under the quiz, you can see one quiz handed in, so it's here, so we can click on it. So when you click on the quiz that was handed in, this is how it will open. Yeah, so this is the work that the student has done. So you can see question 1 states Newton's law. This is the answer that the student gave, and according to my marking scheme, the answer is not correct, it's wrong. Then question 2 is correct, question 3 is correct but not fully correct. So assuming that I've marked this work, and actually now the good thing about this, you can always leave comments. So you can to leave a comment, you're going to click here on this plus sign. Again, it's the question, so you can, if you want the comment to be for question 2, you leave it there, for question 3 there, But since I want to comment for question 1, I'll click add comment. Then I say go through the definition not through the definition, go through the statement of Newton's law and leave a comment. So you see already question 1 is highlighted. I will left a comment for that question 1. So the students can also reply to these comments. So you can leave comments to different questions as you like. Then after you finish, now you can award a mark. So my students got a 6, and I can leave a comment, do corrections, and resubmit. Do corrections and resubmit. So after finishing that, I'll post this comment first, then I'll click return. So the student work is returned. So now if I had many students in this class, then I could be clicking these arrows next, so I deal with another student's work. So all the students' work is marked from within this window. And if I go back to the marks tab, now you see all my work has been marked. So let us see how the student receives the work. Going back to student view, in the student view now, the student can simply click on their work like this. They'll see this one is graded. The quiz is graded. So for them to see the grade, they can click view assignment, and they can see now they scored 6 out of 10. So you can see the marks here. It's 6 out of 10. So again, they can open this document, do corrections, and resubmit. So that's why I gave a comment here, do corrections and resubmit, because the students can resubmit the work again after doing the corrections. So another way for the students to look at their work is to go up here and click view my work. So after clicking view work, they're going to see quiz 1 was for October 3rd, they scored 6 out of 10. The question for that expectation for the topic was October 2nd, they got 3 out of 5. So they can have a summary of all the assignments they have done. Well, that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching until the end. Remember to subscribe, and bye.